Hey guys, and welcome back. So in this section, we will quickly talk about the style guide. The style guide is an opinionated guide for Angular syntax, the conventions that we should be following while creating our applications, and the structure that our Angular applications should have. Okay, so this is a list of all the things that we should and or should not do to make our development experience less painful. Okay. But to just sum it up or tell you in brief what all are the main highlights of this guide, we must have every property method or member in our TypeScript or Angular code should have access modifiers. And by access modifiers, I mean public, private, and protected. Okay, this not only helps us with IntelliSense, but it also helps us in keeping our application logic more robust and help us in figuring out if there is any bug or issues with our code. Okay, the second thing is that each and every property should have a type definition. They should contain only a particular type of value. Okay, the methods as well should have a type definition, so their arguments that are defined on that particular method should have types, so that we get an IntelliSense, and Visual Studio Code is able to help us in things like what all things would that particular function would require while we call it. Okay, it should also specify a return type, so every function should have a return type assigned to it. If there is nothing returned from that function, void should be specified. Okay, then the lines in files in our Angular projects should be less than 200 lines of code. Okay, so this is very important because um, it leads to better separation of concerns, and it is also good for managing very large scale projects. You're also able to get a hold of a particular file if everything is arranged in a proper way. So proper modularization should be followed, and proper naming conventions and folder structure should also be followed. Okay, and we have already talked about that in a previous video, so that should give you some hint as to what all should be done in this regard. Now, the lines should also be wrapped if they are longer than 100 columns. Okay, so that should be kept in mind. And function parameters should be under 4. This is also a very important guideline that must be followed. Okay, but I strongly recommend you guys to have a look at the style guide that is provided by Angular. Okay, I'll link this style guide in the description below, so you should definitely check this out. Okay, next up we'll talk about modules in Angular. So I'll see you on the other side. Bye.